Good morning, friends. Tell me, how did you feel when you woke up today? Did you spring out of bed full of energy, or did it take a little longer to get going? If you're like a lot of us, some mornings can feel a bit slower than others. But what if I told you there's one simple morning habit, something you can start doing today, that could actually add more years to your life? And not just any years, but vibrant, joyful, healthy years. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Another health tip? How complicated is this one going to be? But here's the best part. It's not about drastic changes or expensive supplements. It's about a small, gentle shift in how you start your day. And today, I'm going to share exactly what that habit is, why it works so well for folks like us, and how you can make it a natural part of your routine. You see, as we get a little wiser in years, our bodies change, and that's perfectly normal. But the habits that served us well at 40 might need a little tweaking at 60, 70, and beyond. And mornings? Well, they set the tone for the entire day. Get them right, and everything else just flows better. So, let's talk about this life-adding habit. It's something so simple, you might even be doing a version of it already. But when you do it with intention, the benefits are incredible. More energy, better digestion, even a sharper mind. And the first step? It all starts with hydration. That's right, starting your day with a glass of water. Now, I can hear some of you saying, "Oh, I've heard that before." But stick with me, because there's a way to do this that makes all the difference. After hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Even if you don't feel thirsty, your cells are craving water to kickstart your metabolism, flush out toxins, and get your brain firing on all cylinders. But here's the key. Make it warm water. Just a cup, first thing when you wake up. Warm water is gentler on digestion, helps with circulation, and wakes up your system without shocking it like ice-cold water might. Try this tomorrow. Before you even reach for the coffee or tea, pour yourself a cup of warm water. Sip it slowly. Let it wake you up from the inside out. You might even add a squeeze of lemon. It's soothing for your digestion and gives you a little vitamin C boost. And if you do this every morning for a week, I promise you'll notice a difference. Your body will thank you. Now, the second part of this morning habit is just as important, and it's something we often overlook as we get older: gentle movement. I'm not talking about running a marathon or doing jumping jacks, just a few minutes of stretching or a short walk around the house. Why? Because as we age, our joints and muscles stiffen overnight. A little movement gets the blood flowing, eases any morning aches, and signals to your body, we're awake, we're alive, and we're ready for the day. Try reaching your arms overhead, rolling your shoulders, or even just circling your ankles while you're still sitting on the edge of the bed. It takes less than a minute, but it makes a world of difference. And if you can step outside for a few deep breaths of fresh air, even better. That's not just movement, that's a mood booster too. So, let's recap those first two steps: warm water to hydrate, and gentle movement to awaken. Simple, right? But together, they're a powerful combo that can set you up for a day full of energy and vitality. And in our next part, we'll dive into the third piece of this morning habit, something that nourishes not just your body, but your mind and spirit too. Until then, why not give these a try tomorrow morning? I'd love to hear how it goes for you. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. Here's to mornings that make you feel alive and thriving. So, how did your morning go? Did you try that warm water and gentle movement? I hope it left you feeling a little brighter, a little lighter. Because today, we're going to add the next piece to this life-giving morning habit. And trust me, this one might just become your favorite. Now we've hydrated, we've moved. What's next? It's time to feed your mind and soul. And no, I don't mean scrolling through the news or checking emails first thing. I'm talking about something much simpler, much sweeter: gratitude. You might be thinking, gratitude? How's that going to add years to my life? Well, science tells us that starting the day with a grateful heart does more than just lift your mood. It lowers stress, strengthens your immune system, and even helps your heart stay healthy. And let's be honest, after a certain age, we've earned the right to focus on what's good, haven't we? Here's how to make it work. Before you rush into the day, take just 2 minutes. Yes, that's all. To think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's the birds singing outside your window, the smell of your coffee brewing, or the fact that you woke up feeling rested. The key is to really feel it. Let that warmth sink into your bones. It's like giving your spirit a gentle stretch before the day begins. And if you want to go a step further, say them out loud. There's something powerful about hearing gratitude in your own voice. Try it tomorrow. You might just find yourself smiling before you even get out of bed. Now, let's talk about the fourth habit, the one that ties everything together. And this one's all about rhythm. You see, our bodies love routine, especially as we get older. When we wake up, eat, and move at roughly the same time each day, our internal clock stays strong. And a strong internal clock means better sleep, sharper focus, and even a healthier metabolism. So, what does that look like in the morning? It's about creating a simple, soothing sequence. Maybe it's warm water, then a stretch, then gratitude, all before breakfast. Or perhaps you prefer a short walk outside before settling in with your tea. The order isn't as important as the consistency. When your body knows what to expect, it can relax into the day instead of playing catch-up. I know some of you are thinking, but my mornings are never the same. And that's okay. Life happens. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Even if you can stick to this rhythm 3 or 4 days a week, you'll still feel the benefits. Your body is wise. It will respond to the care you give it, no matter how small. Now, I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself a month from now, after making these habits part of your mornings. How would you feel? Lighter? More at peace? Maybe even a little more like your younger self, but with all the wisdom you've earned along the way. That's the power of stacking these small, loving actions together. Next time, we'll wrap up with the final piece of this puzzle, the one that makes all these habits stick. It's not what you might expect, but it's the secret sauce to turning I'll try into I love how this feels. Until then, why not play with what we've covered so far? Water, movement, gratitude, rhythm. Find your own flow. And as always, I'd love to hear what's working for you. Share your stories in the comments below. Well, my friend, we've come to the final piece of the puzzle, the secret ingredient that turns these morning habits from something you do into something you love. And I'll let you in on a little truth. It's not about willpower or discipline. It's about joy. Think back to when you were a child. Did you need to remind yourself to play? To laugh? Of course not. It came naturally because it felt good. That's the magic we're bringing back here. The trick to making these habits stick isn't to force them, but to savor them. Let me show you what I mean. That warm water we talked about. Don't just drink it, enjoy it. Feel the warmth travel through you. Those morning stretches? Breathe deep and appreciate how your body still moves for you. Gratitude? Let it fill you up like sunlight. When we slow down enough to actually feel how good these habits make us feel, something beautiful happens. We start looking forward to them. Asterisk. Now, here's the fifth and final habit, the pause. Just 60 seconds where you stop doing and simply be. Before you step into your day, take one quiet minute to sit, breathe, and set an intention. Maybe it's today, I'll move with ease, or I'll find one moment of wonder. No fancy meditation required. Just you, your breath, and the gift of a new day. This pause is like putting a period at the end of your morning routine. It seals in all that goodness you've given yourself. And when challenges come, as they do, that centered feeling stays with you. I've seen it time and again. The folks who thrive as they age aren't necessarily the ones with perfect health. They're the ones who've learned to begin well. Let's put it all together now. Imagine your perfect morning. You wake, drink warm water while watching the sunrise. You stretch gently, feeling every joint sigh with relief. You name 3 blessings. Maybe today it's the robin outside your window, the smell of toast, the memory of your granddaughter's laugh. You move through your little routines, not rushed, not frantic. And finally, you pause. One deep breath. Here I am, you think. Ready. That, my dear friend, is how you add years to your life, and life to your years. Not with drastic changes, but with these small, sacred moments stacked one upon the other, day after day. The body remembers kindness. The soul thrives on attention. And suddenly, without fanfare, you realize you're living differently, feeling differently. Look, the sun's still rising. There's still time. Why not start tomorrow? Not perfectly, but willingly. And when you do, come back and tell me about it. Your stories light me up more than you know. If this resonated with you, pass it along to someone who might need it too. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe. We've got so much more to share on this beautiful journey.